In 1993, the voting delegates at the Kansas Farm Bureau annual meeting approved Vote FBF, voters organized to elect Farm Bureau friends. This political fund was designed to help friends of agriculture be elected to office, and here's one reason why. Let's begin with the Kansas State House. Because both the House and the Senate in Kansas is based on population, the 10 most populous counties comprise nearly 2/3 of the state's population. The 60 smallest counties together make up less than 10%. It's easy to see who can control the votes in the State House on most issues. So to say that it's important to make sure the right candidates are elected from rural counties is certainly an understatement. But not far behind is the fact that it is now critical for agriculture to be actively involved in electing urban candidates who understand farm and ranch issues, and that Kansas Farm Bureau can develop relationships with to help implement the policies you approve. So as you can see, it's important for you to be involved, mostly for showing Farm Bureau support for a candidate, but also to financially help in what are ever increasingly expensive campaigns. And that involvement is just as important on the national level. In fact, campaigns there begin earlier, and groups now commit to a candidate earlier to help them jumpstart their campaign. The endorsement of an organization as respected as Kansas Farm Bureau is a feather in the cap of any candidate, and candidates are also appreciative of the early involvement because it helps them work with other individuals and groups to garner support. Here's a quick statistic. Vote FBF has had a 90+ success rate since its inception in 1993. That is pretty much unheard of in politics. But if we look into the amazing success of Vote FBF, one item always stands out. This political fund was approved by a county member task force to be the single most grassroots based in the country. It starts with recommendations from county Farm Bureau evaluation committees. But the simple conclusion is that for a grassroots fund to work, the grassroots must participate. Here's a word from some of the county Vote FBF board members you have elected to make final decisions on Kansas Farm Bureau support, because it's really their message to you that you need to hear.
Kansas Farm Bureau members should be proud of the amazing success we have had in supporting candidates. The rural vote is such a small part of representation now, but banding together within an organization like Kansas Farm Bureau, the impact can be effective in both state and national campaigns. Without Vote FBF, we're an insignificant part in helping the rural-friendly people get elected, especially in more urban areas. But we are successful because we have put more into it, and it means more to candidates and other groups when we can say our endorsed candidates have support from their county constituents.
The bottom line is when we have less numbers, we have to do more. The Vote FBF system has helped us build valuable relationships with both rural and urban lawmakers. And I'll tell you, it's clear that having those relationships with those lawmakers is a big reason why we're successful in getting our KFB policy into law as we have been. Nobody has a statewide reach of Farm Bureau. The legislator knows it, and that's why they seek our endorsement. So help us help you. Don't think this is for somebody else. Get involved, make a difference. Your future might depend on your involvement.
Before serving on the board, I did not understand the importance of county input and the Vote FBS process, but now I truly do. Statewide, the 10-member Vote FBF board must evaluate 125 House races and 40 Senate races, plus the Kansas congressional delegation. That's a lot of lawmakers and challengers to keep track of for just 10 people. That's why the Vote FBF process relies so much on each county's recommendations and explanations of why the CECs made their decisions. When making endorsements for candidates that support agriculture and our way of life, you can make a difference because your feedback is critical to the success of Vote FBF. This grassroots process would not work without you. Please help us make a difference for agriculture. Thank you.